Alright, can y'all see? There's a line I've drawn right there. It's 5 boards. And then over here, 5 boards. I'm going to get my saw and cut that out. And that will be perfect square. Except for that little piece back there. But I'm not going to cut out that 6th board. I just don't feel like I need to do that. Alright, I got the one side cut out. I'm going to cut the other one out. But I guess I'll video it for y'all. Or at least I'll try to video it. I'll set my camera right here. That's about all I can do, so I hope you can see it good enough. I'm using my saw with a cord, my corded saw. I've got to drop it down in here, about midway. Right here. This is my cleat. I mean, it's not my cleat, but it will. Not my cleat. Oh my gosh, that's my floor, my joist. But I will be putting. I guess that's what I was trying to say. Like when I say cleat, I meant like a scab piece, or they say sister or scab. That's where I'm going to be putting that one in. And I think it looks like I built this with 2x. Yeah, they're 2x6s. Yeah, this one was even, ow, this one was even, it looks like we barely, it's sitting on the stump. Yeah, we cut it a little bit to fit over that stump. We had to like trim it like this to fit over that stump. Alright, let me get the rest of it cut. You have to hold, this is probably, I would say, the most dangerous thing if you're ever cutting, if you're having to cut something, because you're having to hold the guard, the blade guard back to drop your blade in. And I'm dropping it straight down on that line I cut. So, and the saws won't just kick back on you, so you have to use your muscle to hold it still. Turn around and come back this way. Now I don't have to use the guard blade. I mean, I'll have to push it out of the way, but I'm crowbar. Alright, let me find my crowbar. Pry bar. 1 second. Couldn't find my pry bar. I found the on my flat pry bar. Found this crowbar. The nails down. Look, I know some of you guys may remember a story of Daniel when he came to actually chop the tall part. When the people came that day and cut this pecan tree for it was a company. Tree removal. Hot. Get some water. When they came, I'm gonna sit down for a minute in front of this fan and drink this and tell y'all a story. Okay, hold on. So they left this tree stump because they didn't want to be responsible for it falling on the deck, you know, crashing the deck. The deck was already here. So they left it. It was about 8 to 10 foot tall. Now, if y'all remember, this roof was just put on last year. Remember, Ted, his crew came and put this roof on. Originally, I only had from the door over roofed. So it was, you know, like it was up. It may have been just, yeah, probably about 8 foot tall. And then you seen how big around the stump was. So that was this gigantic thing. And Daniel came down to see it after they had left that evening when he got home. He goes, I can cut that down. Well, I said, Daniel, you know, they didn't want to. I would like to see it gone, but I don't know. You know, I don't want it to, you know, have to replace the deck. And he goes, we ain't got to replace the deck. It ain't going to hurt the deck. Well, we tied this strap around it to make sure it falls in one direction. And then all I'm thinking now is we knew it was going to fall. I think because we had it strapped and then over one of this pecan tree's limb. So when it does cut free, us holding it, and then the limb, we were gonna like be a lever, like leverage, so it wouldn't go fast and we could let it down slow. Well, that didn't happen. It was too heavy. Me and Dad were the only two holding it. Daniel was cutting. And when it went, it went. I mean, we maybe were able to save it a little bit from coming fast, but it came hard. And it busted out 3 or 4 boards, these deck boards, it busted out. And it actually broke a couple of, we literally had to come under it with the forks of his tractor and lift up on it again. Now, it didn't have the roof, remember, and it didn't have these posts. They were just, you know, sitting on bricks and 4x4 legs sitting on pads. Some of those legs actually just popped out. So we had to lift it up, put the bricks back, put bricks under it, get it all level again, then put new legs in that weren't twisted and busted. We worked for a couple hours. In fact, before we actually started working, Daniel went in his truck to Splendora and brought home 3 or 4 replacement boards, deck boards. Then he went home, got his tractor, came back. Anyway, then we got it all fixed. But I think that 2x6 right there, it's a little wonky under there. I think that might be one that busted loose, because we replaced boards more like out here. Morning. I am dressed, ready to go, waiting for Mom to pick me up because we're headed to the nursing home. And then when I get home, Dad is going to come down sometime today and help me try to get the top of that dome off that stump, because I'm gonna tell you guys, I've worked out there 2 days trying to stay in and out of the heat, but I put slits in it, like a plaid pattern, tic-tac-toe, whatever you want to call it. I did all these little slits in both different directions and used my crowbar. I don't know if the last video shows me trying to dig it out or not, but when I turned off the phone last time, but I was using all the batteries to my things, my circular saw that plugs in, which is forever old. I don't know, I think I got it like in 2000, sometime like when we bought the original home place here, 1999 or 2000, when I needed a circular saw to work on things all the time. it's old as a hill, and it finally stopped working. So I don't like being without one that plugs in. I just feel like they're always your backup when none of your batteries are charged yet, or you know, you start out using all batteries and you run out. So I'll pick me up another one of those one day when I go to town. But so yeah, Dad's gonna come down and help me see if he can figure out something. The only other thing I can think to do is take my axe. I have an axe. Mom said get a hatchet and just sit down with my water, turn the fan on me, put my little fan on my neck or a rag around my neck, or keep a wet rag out there to wipe my face and stuff, and just sit there and hatchet. Just sit there and just whack at it for how long it takes till it's like all in pieces. And I can do that. I don't have a hatchet, but I'll buy me a hatchet. I don't think hatchets are very expensive. I can grab one at Walmart. But Dad said before I do that, let him come down and see if he can figure out something. So we're gonna, it's just a section about as big as my hand. And I don't have very big hands, but that long and about that wide has to come out in order for all the boards to lay flat. So anyway, and it didn't really matter as far, I mean, I wanted to get it done. It's got to get done. But I was like putting a rush on myself because I knew my rug was coming. And when the rug gets laid out, that I want to put the chairs where they go and then put together the item that has been sitting on my porch now almost 2 weeks. But because I don't want to move it around. I think it's going to be sort of heavy and I don't want it to be moving. I have to move it here, move it there. So I just want to put it together and leave it sitting where it's at. But my rug is running late. So it didn't come Friday evening like I thought. It didn't come Saturday. Then it said it would come Sunday. It didn't come Sunday. Now it says it's coming today or tomorrow. I don't know. Maybe they'll run on the 4th. I don't know. But tomorrow's the 4th of July. I don't think they're going to run, but I may be wrong. I think Mom's here, so I got to go. All right, I'll see y'all in a little bit. I know, I'm sweating. It's just, I'm glistening. I'm out on the deck. I'm gonna stand in front of this fan for a minute. Actually, I'm gonna sit. Daddy never showed up, but it's fine because it's hot out here. So I was figure out a way to stand this here. Not really pressed. Cover, whatever. I'm hot. It's okay. So, I've got all kinds of stuff out back here. Dad didn't show, but it's okay because it's very, very hot. So, you know, I think our temperatures were supposed to be lower this week, and I think they are lower. I know the mornings, yesterday morning and even this morning early was very, very comfortable outside. But it didn't last for long. And we had a storm yesterday. That didn't last very long either, but it put just enough moisture that even though the temperatures aren't as hot today, I think the humidity, whoop, oh my gosh, that's probably going to make somebody mad. They're going to be griping at me.
Yeah, we all get to chop it out.
Yeah, I'll just get my crowbar and knock them out. Let me see. All right. Maddie's gone. I'll show y'all this grass. Just crazy. This is why you hate when your mower goes down. Look at this. It looks pretty. I'm looking right now through the camera. And it looks like we have just such pretty green grass. And it is pretty and green. And right through here, it's not too bad. There is some bahia. Well, I don't even know if that's bahia because it don't look exactly like bahia. Might be young bahia. But this is St. Augustine underneath here. This is just thick grass. But look out here. I don't even know how to zoom in. Can y'all see that? Can y'all see all those little black, just little black lines? I'm not gonna make you get down. You're fine. I ain't messing with you. Anyway, this grass is very thick. I want to show you all this back corner over here. That's where I was headed with, and I stopped. Look at this. Look at this I'm walking through. Look at it, like around my legs. This is high. This is, I don't know what to say, but there's my knee and there's grass. That wasn't a very flattering look at my knee. Look at this. I can't, look at it. It's so thick here. I need to get weed killer on this fence line right here. But watch me try to open this. I can't open past that. Look at that. It's ridiculous. No, I was just showing the gate, guys. I've got to get some stuff on my pond too. It looks so green with junk. I need to put some more color in it. I found a clutch of eggs. Well, a little nest of eggs. Right at the back side of the chicken coop over here. I picked them all up. I think it was 8 of them. And then I think I hollered it. I don't know. I couldn't really hear Dad. I know he couldn't hear me good. And I'm talking over animal sounds and this background music in the background. But I thought he said, were they chicken? Or maybe he said, were they guinea? I couldn't understand it, but I said, they were all chicken. But when I looked at them, I think there might be one guinea egg in there. Anyway, I'm going to go in and cool off. Molly's been fed, and I've closed her gate. And the ducks have been fed, and the chickens have been fed. I've got a cluster of chickens right here waiting to go in. Look at them running up and down this fence line. Like, when's she going to open that gate? Come on. All right, go. Go. Running the wrong way, idiot. Hey. Oh my gosh. They ran right past the open gate. Guess I'll leave it open a little bit longer. Anyway. I'm gonna get up in the morning. But see, look at this. It's dying. Can you see it? I'm gonna get up in the morning early. It'll be the 4th. So happy 4th of July to you guys. And I'm going to clean off this porch. I've got my battery charging to my blower. And we've got this stump down ready. Dad made... I wasn't here when he first started, or I would have told him he didn't have to worry about over here. There was one section over here. It was about the size of my hand. I know I said that before, but it was. But it was on this side over here, and that's where it took us the longest. Because all that really didn't need to be done. But he did it, and it's fine. I was able to chop a little at it, but it was like the heart, or the edge of the heart of the tree. It was really hard. He left me this claw hammer. If I need to do anything else to it, or at least, I don't know if he wants me to give it back to him or not. Anyway, I'm going to sit here in this fan for a minute. I got a shirt on that I was gifted. So that moisture wicking shirt. So your sweat just sort of stays up in there. But all up inside your shirt. Oh, let me turn this on me. So your sweat stays in, but then when the air hits you, it's almost like an air conditioner. Anyway. I like them. I wore a red one yesterday and I wore this black one today. So I'm going to get all this cleaned up. My rug is here. It's on the front porch. Also, I have an ice maker. I have another ice maker. when the company, I can't remember what company, I don't want to say too much, but when the company that seen I can't remember what company it is. I know the name of the guy that I speak to all the time, but I can't remember what. It was the grill. It was the company that sent me this Thor grill. I know it's him because all of our emails are falling into, you know, it's like it's from him. So the original email way back when they wanted me to do the grill, that's what comes up every time. It doesn't matter what our conversations are about. The title says something about the grill. So that's how I know that's who it is. Anyway, they sent me, he said he's seen the video of the ice maker that I did. And he said he thinks he has a better fit for me. And he sent me one. So it's on the front porch. So I'll be doing a review on that sometime this week. I know I told the email about the people that have this product that I have to put together for the porch, but I think I'm not going to rush the porch. It is so hot out here that I'm going to get up in the morning and clean the back porch and fill it. If I have time before lunch, I'm going to put these boards in over the tree and get all that done. This video, I don't know, I think there's one from a couple of days ago and then another one from a couple of days, all basically centered around this tree back here. But I'll get this video out to y'all tomorrow, and we'll go in and do that now. So you guys have a happy 4th. If you have animals, remember they don't do well with the fireworks. Put them in the house, maybe play some music really loud, try to, maybe even, if you can, start the music early so it's already playing really loud before they ever start the fireworks, and maybe it'll just blend in together and it won't bother them so bad. Last year, it was so bad over there that I set out the goat house with my goats. But they're older now, and they tend to sleep up on the hill in that pavilion because it's wide open and it's cool in the summer especially. So if they don't come down to the goat house, I'm not going to worry about it. Molly, I may lock her inside her stall and close her other gate so she can't get out, and I may take a radio out there for her. I got a Bobo. Anyway, see one of the cats running behind, but I couldn't see which one it was. Anyway, I may do that. Lock her in her stall for the night, and then play some music. She's got that light out there, so there's power out there. I can just hook the radio. I may take this radio and hook it up in the barn, although it doesn't play real loud anymore. You know, this radio right here floated inside that old garage during Harvey. When the water came in the water from the river came this way. It was coming from like Mom and Dad's driveway this way, coming through all those trees, through those woods. It just kept coming and coming. So the current was going toward Lester's. And so there wasn't a whole lot in that garage. A few things left over from the fire, like things I didn't know what to do with afterwards, some old tools and a tote. Nothing that was real important, because if it was important, I would have already found a home for it. But this radio was plugged in out there on a shelf, but it wasn't a high shelf. It was just a little shelf against the wall, and I would play it when I was in the pool, like laying out in the pool. I would turn the radio on. And sometimes when the neighbors over there across the driveway from Mom and Dad's, it was different people then, but they would play really loud music sometimes. It was two ladies that lived there together, and sometimes their music would get sort of loud, and it wasn't my type of music. And so then I would just come out here and try to play my music, not to be rude and try to make them, just to drown out what I was hearing in my backyard, because it just wasn't very nice of them. Anyway, so yeah, this radio doesn't play very loud. It still works, but the speakers are pretty much blown, so that even when I start trying to turn it up a little bit loud just on the back porch for me, it starts making noises and I have to just turn it back down again. Anyway, I don't even know where I was going with that, but putting it out there for Molly. So just do that, guys, just think about your animals tomorrow night, when even if you know, whether it's you popping firecrackers with your family, and there's nothing wrong with it. I don't believe anything's wrong with it. I believe doing it to all hours of the night is rude, but I don't think there's anything wrong with popping firecrackers. I just think you have to, when you have animals, or you know that there's people with animals near you, you should have that as a consideration. Anyway, you guys have a happy 4th, and I'm sure there'll be video of tomorrow. We're doing a fish. When we left the nursing home this morning, I told Mom to call him and see if they needed us to pick up sides, like hush puppies or french fries or anything like that. But Lou said no, they had it all. So yeah, we'll be having lunch down there. That'll be 3 days in a row that Daniel's cooked for us. Anyway, you guys have a blessed 4th and be safe out there. Love you guys. God bless y'all.